What's going on with everybody? I hope everybody is having a blissful rising. Now we got that solar eclipse today, partial solar eclipse in Virgo. Okay, so that could have something to do with health. Yesterday I went for my walk, found me a bunch of feathers. Y'all know what it is. Okay, so let's get the time and let's get what's going on with the collectives. That energy I picked up yesterday, it was a warning for somebody or some people, or maybe the people that came against you, warning. Maybe that was their warning. Okay? Whatever which way it goes, it is whatever it is. But the time is Sunday, September 21st, 2025 at 1:15 p.m. I feel good. I'm the hottest in the street. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag that fits my teeth. Hope you hold no, it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. And these hoes be mad at me. They baby father wanna build. Say, little bitch, you can't fuck with me. I know that's right. I just picked up that song. So let's go ahead with this read. Let's get the spiritual part of this first. Then I'm getting into some tarot readers, tarot. Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on in the energy today. I just feel like you got a lot of people mad at this time. They could be mad over your ascensions, but if they was paying attention, a lot of people were saying that this is people that don't believe in astrology or astronomy. Matter of fact, I'm going to make sure I read y'all degrees so you'll know your degrees in astrology, okay, as far as your zodiac sign, okay? We're going to do that 4 day of fasting. I'm going to help you through it. I got to do it, so, I'll let you know. And at night, we're going to just be doing the meditations all night, so we don't have no support, man or woman, far as, putting yourself in alignment with your chakras and everything like that, motivational speeches, things like that. For these 4 days, that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I heard there's a preacher in Africa, right? There's a preacher in Africa that said that Divine told him September 23rd is the rapture, or something like that. Let me read it. They do this every when Divine said nobody knows the time. Nobody will know. Even the angels up in heaven won't know. I'm tired of these fake ass preachers, man. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. Fake. If they said, that's how you know they're a fake preacher, because if they said not even the angels, and rapture really means like happiness and joy. If you really look at what rapture means, let's look up and the rapture ain't even in the Bible. The word rapture ain't even in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Like, the rapture held by some Christians. Okay, evangelistic time event, all dead Christian believers, okay, will be resurrected and joined with Christians who are still alive. Together rise in clouds. So that means like your ancestors coming through. Like I told y'all in that last video, like that's your ancestors gonna be jumping people's bodies to get rid of these motherfuckers out here. That's the rapture. Pay attention again. What I'm saying. Put it together. The rapture is an analogical, position held by some Christians, particularly those of American evangelism, consisting of an end-time event where all dead Christian believers will be resurrected and joined with Christians who are still alive. Together we'll rise in the clouds to meet in the Lord in the air. I told you air means spirit. You're going to meet up in spirit. You're ascending. You're going to meet up in spirit in the clouds. Like, all the illusions is broken. There's an awakening. You're going to meet up in the air. Back in the days, in Greek mythology, air means spirit. Go look it up. To meet the Lord in the air. meaning ascensions. Everybody's having ascensions. I've been reading up on this for how many months now? It's like you would have caught on by now. And let's go read up the rapture meaning, okay? See, in the dictionary, rapture means a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. Okay, that's the rapture. Intense. You feel a shift. Intense. Okay. Awakening. That's what it means. And then in North American English, it means according to some millenarian teaching, the transporting of believers to heaven, a second coming of Christ. Okay? The second coming of Christ is all the awakened ones. Ascending, awakened. Okay? Let's make you understand that. All right? So the pastor in Africa, that's why I say the parables. That's why I be talking about the parables of the fig tree. Mother don't even know the parables of the fig tree, man. Oh my God. Pastor says vision told him Jesus will return to earth this September 3rd. A South African pastor claims Jesus will return September 23rd, sparking a viral. Here we go again. Here we go again. Not even the angels up in heaven will know. So how do you know? That's what I'm saying, man. Come on. One pastor's viral visions has beliefs of walking on water in anticipation. South African pastor recently claimed that Jesus could be making a return on September 23rd. No, that's the rapture of the awakening of all these ascensions, the astronomy, the cosmos. People just awakening their third eye and things like that, meeting up in the air, spirit. Okay, I'm tired of explaining this. When feast of trumpets ringing, this trumpets. I just told you about the apocalypse, the seven seals. I just told you about that, about the trumpets. Wasn't that the sixth seal? I just told you all this, didn't I? Let's go back. Didn't I just tell you about the rapture, the apocalypse? Revelation means apocalypse, the awakening. Then I just tell you this. Where's my book? My book is over there. But I just told y'all about the seven seals, the seven horses, the horses. I explained to y'all. I ain't even go back. Y'all can go back and read it. Okay, the Bible YouTube video, Pastor Joshua McKellar claims he saw Jesus in a divine vision returning to earth this year's Rosh Hashanah, the day of some Christians already linking to prophecy. The rapture is upon us, whether you are ready or not. McKellar says in a sit-down interview, I saw Jesus sitting on his throne, and I could hear him very loud and clear saying, I am coming soon. A pastor added, yeah, the trumpet is already blown. I told y'all that. I said A, B, and C. I mentioned about the solar eclipses, the awakening, the ascensions. Pastor added, he said that before the divine was resting, and then he's coming down off his throne now to serve his karma. The pastor added, he said to me on the 23rd and the 24th of September. He don't even know the specific date. Like, he said the 23rd and the 24th, September 25, I will come back to the earth. Okay? Beneath the YouTube video, many commenters also seem convinced that the pastor is on to something. My 10-year daughter dreamed of a rapture recently. One has wrote, another user added, wow, read people in Joshua 10. Someone else has replied, I choose to be ready spiritually for Jesus because nobody knows the date or the time. You see what I'm saying? Like somebody just said, I choose to be ready spiritually, be in alignment because nobody knows the date or the time, not even the angels up in heaven. You see how a motherfucker can get brainwashed real quick and fall for this? Let's go. I just explained to you all the awakenings. I just explained to you all the horses. I just explained to you all that. I explained all this. The rapture is the awakening, getting rid of these darn karmics. That's what it is. I told you your ancestors going to be waking up, rising up, okay, on this earth, jumping into people's body, getting rid of these motherfucking karmics. I told you that. In spirit. This is about spirit. Let's go. The investigator's toolkit, getting aired out. There's your cloud, getting aired out. Why am I going to be getting aired out? Point blank. Okay? Those who came for you, the light ones. The ones that was doing their ascensions, those who was healing, those who was getting in alignment. You was doing your shit. That's what I'm saying. While you was doing your shit, they was coming for you. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what you need to do spiritually, and these people was coming for you, attacking you, lying on you. Those who put their fucking tongue on you, lied on you and everything, when you was out here getting prepared. You was getting prepared for a reason. You already know what was going on. I've been saying on my channel what's been going on, step by step. If you follow, then it is what it is. If you didn't, if you was like, fuck it, I ain't worried about it, you lying or whatever, I don't give a fuck. I was in alignment. As long as I was in alignment, I don't care. The hidden evidence. That's what I'm saying. Those who get sprayed out to try to hide hidden evidence from you, you know, like I did on my channel last night, who was trying to take you out, all that, is no longer hidden. It's getting aired out. They're going to be exposed. The case in point. They already know the people. I told you people going to be jumping. Spirits, ancestors, rising. You right. You right. You right. He right about that part. Going to meet up in the air in spirit. You right. They coming back. The ancestors. I've been told you that. I told you the divine was resting, and he wasn't coming down off his throne until you do the work. I told you that, and now he's off his throne. You know what I'm saying? The case in point, hidden evidence. I told you the devil even wrote a query letter. The devil even knew that his time was up. He's like, what do I got to do to go back to heaven? Because these motherfuckers insane. They doing more than I do. I told you in that, you know, the devil wrote a query letter. Go check that reading out. The devil wrote a query letter. The devil even know his time is up. The case in point, I be A, B, and C on point with the solar system. Whatever's taking place spiritually. Right on point. But you had people that was attacking you while you was trying to get yourself in alignment with the universe, with whatever. I don't care what nobody else believe. You don't believe in astrology, you don't believe in astronomy. That's what your ancestor was on. Okay? The illegitimate cipher. The cipher is over. It's an illegitimate cipher. They had no reason to come for chosen ones. Because of your life, I guess. Who you are and what mission you have to accomplish out here, of course. Of course. You know, of course they had to attack you. That's the dark principalities. You're not battling against flesh and blood. You're battling against principalities. So that's what you was battling against the whole time. Entity, people that had entity attachment, that's a dark principality. You know, things like that. You know you was going to be attacked. But you was ready. Always ready. Soldier out this bitch. Renegade. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you was getting yourself in alignment. They knew you was getting yourself in alignment. That's why they was attacking so hard. And that's why they become stronger, stronger, and stronger. Look, some of them going to jail. The investigator's path. Okay? This is your spirit guides. The path of investigators. Investigating these goddamn dark principalities, the attachments. The hidden clue. It was all about lust. Lust. Which that's a deadly sin right there. Look, they don't even gonna have some. Look, the truth revealed. They're gonna even have some police coming to people's homes, like, you know, taking their ass out. Spirits jumping in their ass. These are your ancestors jumping in their ass, though. Your ancestors already hate them. You know what I'm saying? I know hate is a strong word, but your ancestors already on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Ancestors hate their ass for what they did to you while you was healing, getting yourself in alignment. Ancestors hate their ass. Anyway, these ancestors got to jump in these people's bodies. So when he said that, yeah, you right. You right, the rapture. You right about that. Beneath your YouTube video, what was it? What'd she say? My 10-year-old daughter dreamt of a rapture recently. One wrote as another user added, wow, I can read people, and Joshua is telling 100% true. I never even listened to videos claiming visions, but God told me to watch this. I choose to be ready spiritually for Jesus' return, but nobody knows the date or the time. Okay? But this part right here, the rapture is upon us. Whenever you ready or not. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. We're gonna find you and take holy. Ready or not, here I come. And hide. He said said to me on the 23rd. Why you can't get the date right? 23rd or 24th? But the Bible YouTube video, Pastor Joshua McKillah claims he saw Jesus in a divine vision returning to earth during the years of Rosh Hashanah. The date of some Christians are already linking to prophecy. The South African pastor recently claimed that Jesus could be making a return on September 23rd with the Feast of Trumpets ringing in the rapture of Judgment Day. Okay? I told y'all that. Didn't I tell y'all that? It was a apocalypse, it was a rapture. I told you that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was telling everybody get in alignment. The evidence unfolds. And then we got the puzzle solved. Everything is solved. We ain't even got to worry about nothing. Your ancestors know. These people going to be having your ancestors in their homes, haunting them and shit. If they say it's a haunting, it's a conjuring. You conjure this up. You conjure people's ancestors up. You every time you came for a new ancestor or spirit guide was awakened. Every time you sent a demon towards them, they sent an ancestor that could beat them spiritually, and they wanted that person to keep going on their path. They didn't want no disruptions for them going on their path. So every time you came for them and sent a demon towards them, they had an ancestor that could beat them. If you didn't understand what was going on. Because maybe that person was in their time of awakening ascensions and they didn't know what demon you was sending them. So to block you off, they said that you opened up another ancestor. Now you open up a can of whoop ass too. I've been telling y'all. Didn't I tell you a long time ago? I had a vision of some codes that was like, probably like 6 months ago. I was just laying there and all these codes just started coming out of nowhere. And I had my book next to me. I wrote some that I remember. I know it was CE, but it was like, I went to go, you know me, I go research before Christ. Most of those codes was like talking about before Christ. And I went in the Bible, I researched some of those codes, and when it came up, it said about before Christ. So it is what it is. Straight up. They done marked themselves when they came for you. Look, your ancestors want their head. The case files. Ancestors want their head. I told they gonna be haunting their house. Yo, these motherfuckers, they think they have, you know that movie, A Haunting in Connecticut? These motherfuckers think they got hauntings. Wait until your ancestors start doing their thing in their homes and shit. They're gonna be tossing shit. I see somebody, like an ancestor in spirit, tossing shit, just breaking shit. You get what I'm saying? The case in point, they already know who and where, what, the illegitimate cipher. They had no reason to keep doing this cycle over and over again with you, sending these demons towards you. But if they're got a dark attachment, of course, they're going to do that. Of course. So we already know that. Threatening. Yeah, they was coming threatening you, getting screenshots on you. They think they dodging a bullet. You're not. Bad reputation. They have a bad reputation for doing this shit to people. Drama starter. Starting drama, spiritual drama. Breaking spiritual laws, starting spiritual drama in the spiritual realm. Wow. You got it like that, huh? I know that's right. You got it like that. A drama starter in the spiritual realm. Hooked on this shit. But your ancestors was dusting their ass off. Them and their karmic friends that was always partying. Was not getting themselves in alignment. They was always partying, thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Them and their karmic friends, drama starting in the spiritual realm. They was hooked on this shit. When they should have been following, like, hooked on phonics. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to follow their creativity, their gifts that God gave them instead of doing this dark shit. They want to do the illegitimate shit. You know what I'm saying? Force it. Trying to force their energy, these deities on you. Trying to get you attached to these demons. Why would I be attached to any fucking demons, man? It's not equipped with my body, nor my DNA. You can't attach no fucking demon to me. Especially when we're in spiritual life, you can't attach no demon to you, witch. Screenshot. And they were taking screenshots of you to, like, basically, you know, do some type of witchcraft. They about to be carless. Your romantic lover, look, you're going to be unfazed when all this shit going down. I'm telling you, your ancestors, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They're going to be running to you. Metaphorically, I just got the story of Joseph. Metaphorically, when you look at that story, right? His family sold him out, right? To a king to be a slave, right? So it's almost like metaphorically, spiritually, the same thing. Like they sold you out to be a slave. You could have people sold you out, like, and you're a spiritual being. And Joseph is connected to, I did the reading yesterday. Joseph is connected to a Jesus strand, right? So he's part of that bloodline. Anybody that got that bloodline, they like to sell you out and, you know, put you as a slave, basically. You know, Cinderella, like, you got to be a slave for them. Like, you divine, okay, you know what? You're going to be my fucking slave for the rest of your life. But metaphorically, if you see the story of Joseph, right? Divine came through, like, put him in jail, you know, had him being a slave. He worked as a slave, even though he was a divine being. You're not supposed to have no divine being as no fucking slave. So, eventually, Joseph showed his power, right? You know, soften up his heart. I heard soften up the king's heart, and eventually he ended up making him the boss. And these same people had to come back and beg for mercy, ask for help. Like, that's what's going to happen with you. It's the same thing. Metaphorically, these people that sold you out or had you as a slave, and you're not even supposed to be, you're a divine being. You're not supposed to be no slave to no fucking body. They're supposed to be yours. If any fucking thing, because they ain't with this bloodline. They wanted you as a slave. So what I'm getting spiritually, like, no. Haunted. I told you their house gonna be haunted. This ain't no ordinary love. I just saw that. This ain't no ordinary love. Boo boo. These ancestors don't love you. This is what I'm saying. When this rapture happened, I know you seen Left Behind, right? You seen how the animals started acting up, all that other fucking shit. You seen that movie, right? These motherfuckers gonna be getting bit by dogs. Your spirit just gonna be jumping at animals, attacking their ass. All types of fucking shit gonna go down. Haunted. Because they wanted you haunted. You know what I'm saying? Hustling. This was all about money and hustling off your back. They wanted you to become a slave for them, like selling you out into slavery. They wanted you to be a slave, carless. Yeah, I know that's right. They was like, you gonna be a slave for us. You gonna be our slave. I'm a divine being. I ain't nobody's slave. You somebody's slave because you working for this goddamn cover. Then I told you a long time ago not to fuck with me. Just like I told the Pope not to open up that damn door. Don't you open up that window. And open it up anyway. You see what happened to him. And I just seen the next Pope on the same porch that I seen the other Pope on. I'm not even lying. I got a vision. I did a reading on the Pope before he passed away. Then I seen him before he passed away sitting on the porch. He was just sitting there, like looking over and just sitting there looking at me. And it wasn't no vision. My eyes was wide open, and I seen the light on somebody's porch, and the porch was just sitting there looking at me like he knew he was about to go. But for some reason, he came to me. And now the next Pope is sitting on the porch. I'll do a read on that later. Bad karma. Don't you open up that window. Y'all heard me when I said, you heard me when that door opened. I said, tapped on that door 3 times. You open up that door, all the masons back there and behind the door. I said, you shouldn't have opened up that damn door. As soon as I said on my reading, let the floodgates open, he went and tapped on that door the next day. Obviously wasn't understanding. Like I said, motherfuckers be acting like they inclined with shit spiritually, but they really ain't inclined. Not to say I'm better than nobody, but a lot of people can see what other people don't see spiritually. You know, like I said it. You shouldn't have opened up that damn door. You shouldn't have tapped on that door. You shouldn't have opened that door. When I said let the floodgates open, I wasn't talking about letting no floodgates of demons. And then when that happened and he started getting sick and he was on his deathbed, he said he had demons grabbing for him. He was telling the doctors, like, there's a whole bunch of demons from hell trying to drag me to hell with them. That was that opening up that door. Yeah, let the floodgates open. Now I'm seeing the next Pope, for some reason, coming to me. Like, that was surprising. Like, now I'm seeing the next one, the next Pope. Like, when y'all gonna get it? Let's go A, B, and C. Now, Pope Francis, he is Sagittarius like me, very blunt, different. He was a different type of Pope. I love that about him. Very spiritually inclined, very loving, very had a empath of heart. But let me tell you something. If you know something demonic is going on in your camp, you supposed to be that one that clean that shit out, wipe that shit out. Plain and simple. And there's a lot of demonic shit going on up in there. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. There's a lot of demonic shit going on up in there. You should have been the one to clean that shit out. Straight up. Wipe that shit out. Now, let's go A, B, and C. When I first came on here, the Pope came on and said tarot cards reading is a sin. It's witchcraft. And I said, you got your nerve talking about some damn witchcraft when all that demonic shit is in that basement, okay? And y'all out here doing whatever to kids. You got to see what I'm saying? You use that shit as a mask. I said it. I responded. I responded right back. Like, as soon as I do it, witchcraft is a sin. Da-da-da. B, Russian Putin, he ended up coming out with like, damn, you know what? We got to go ahead and tell the truth about the skin color of Jesus, or I got to tell my whole country we're not worshiping, you know, Caucasian Jesus no more. I got the proof. I'm going to open up all these vaults and I'm going to show y'all the proof. Bam. Then, when I say I did the reading on the Pope, and then, bam, I told him somebody was going to poison your ass, because that's the way they get down in that sector right there. That's why I say all that wicked shit. Y'all seen the Omen before. Y'all seen the Exorcist before. Like, don't act like you didn't see it. They was letting you know in the Da Vinci Code how they get down, right? So, they always do the poisoning. Bam. So then, I said, let the floodgates. Then I see, you know, I'm like, you know, I did the short on him, like, you need to go ahead and, you know, tell the truth. I did a short on him. You need to go ahead and tell the truth. When the Gaza and shit started going on with Russia and Gaza, you need to go ahead and tell the truth. You need to go ahead, tell the truth. I did a short on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we was going back and forth spiritually. You know what I'm saying? We was going back and forth spiritually. So then, I do a video. I said, let the floodgates open. I don't know what this person thought I was talking about. You gonna go tap on the door and have a whole bunch of Masons in the back door, you know, some type of ritual they do. I don't know what the hell that's about. But then I said, now it's going downhill from here. It's going downhill from here. You should have never did that. So then about a whole 2 weeks, no lie, I'm seeing him sit on somebody's porch. They got their light on the porch. And I'm seeing him in his white robe with the little kufi, whatever. And he just looking right over at me. Just kept staring at me like he knew. Like, yeah, 2 weeks straight, every night, I'm seeing him just sit there. And then, see, when he passing away, he said a whole bunch of demons from hell was trying to grab him. Like they were trying to drag him to hell. Yeah, you open up, that ain't the floodgate I was talking about. I was talking about cleaning that shit up. Floodgates deals with cleansing, right? Man, come on. And now I just seen the other post. Travel. Carless travel. Somebody trying to travel and they carless. Or while they on their travel, they're gonna be carless as hell. Then I tell you, y'all motherfuckers stop with this bullshit, stop this devil demonic shit. The devil, okay, reigned for a long time and now the devil time is up. I've been telling y'all this shit. That's what I'm saying. Haunted, hustling, you know, they've been hustling off your energy for a while. Now they about to be haunted. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck. What you don't understand about divine being, we don't give a fuck. Your time is up. All that demonic shit you've been doing, your time is up and you know it. Told your ass. Screenshot. So they've been taking screenshots of you, putting it on altars, doing all types of weird shit. You know what I mean? Did it work? Did it work? I don't think so. You motherfuckers shit as fuck. They see you as a queen rising, about to take off. Shine, your light irritate their demons. Too busy winning. Like I said, you about to take off. Spiritually. We won't be talking about it. When I say take off or whatever, I'll be talking about ascensions. I don't be talking about this 3D shit. We ain't worried about they get rejected or they want you rejected. They wanted the spiritual one to reject you. Why would the spiritual, because they're a spiritual hater? Why would the spiritual realms project, come for me? I'm doing the work. Whether you like it or not. You weird. Fake accounts. These motherfuckers, even these motherfuckers, you think these motherfuckers ain't watching you. I know that person was watching. I know the Pope was watching me. Because as soon as I came on here and started doing terrorists, he got a message. Go look at it. Go look at my date when I first started doing YouTube, right? Go look at my date. And then go look at when he said tarot readings is of the devil. And then he said there's a devil in the camp. There's a Judas in the camp. The devil is, yeah, y'all motherfuckers is drama starters in the spiritual realms. Karmic friends, screenshots. It could have been some karmic friends that had screenshots of you. Drama starting, wanted to start some drama in the spiritual realm. Well, you wanted to start trouble with the divine being in the spiritual realm. Now you getting this. And we don't give a fuck. Ancestors coming. Dust it off. These are the ones they took out. That's what I'm getting. These are the ones that was they was taken out before their time. These dark motherfucking cults took them out before their time. Like my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunt. Oh, they coming back. Threatening their ass. They're gonna be taking photo proof of these spirits too. They're coming back. Don't worry about it. Boo boo. Moving. They trying to move. Where you going? You're gonna just be wasting your time trying to move. They're gonna haunt you everywhere the fuck you go. Even in your cars. They might jump on your back. This is what I just saw, like somebody just, I just saw somebody driving and then they see something in the back in their rear mirror in their back seat and they start swerving and shit like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck was that? Yeah, like Jesus take the wheel. I be telling y'all motherfuckers stop fucking around. Then I tell you, moving. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? They're going to hunt you everywhere the fuck you go. Just like you sent them deities to hunt us everywhere we go, them deities or our ancestors or spirit guys going to hunt your ass everywhere the fuck you. It's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. You're wasting your time trying to run. You might as well just sit there and take it. Like we had to take it. Okay? Damn, you riding fast as hell. I know that's right. You better watch that shit in the back. Might fall off the back and flip the fuck over. It's time. Reject it. And whatever they did to you, it was getting rejected. And they should have stopped then. If you seen it was getting rejected, why didn't you stop? If I'm a dark witch or a dark practitioner, okay, and I see something ain't working, or even practitioners getting taken out, I'm like, oh man, spiritually, I know not to fuck with that person. Spiritually. Now my family is forgiven. You outsiders, fuck you. Cause I know how y'all do that mind trickery and y'all do magic before y'all come in and try to turn family members against people. My family is spiritually protected. Your ass about to get dust the fuck off. I don't give a fuck. You should have never came from my bloodline. Nothing. My family is forgiven. I say this all the time. You outsiders, fuck you. And they was using scarcity tactics. I told you they probably using scarcity tactics. They got a bad reputation for doing this. Or sending out illusion to your family and shit, moving in silence. Clout hungry. They trying to, you know, what I'm getting is they trying to have protection around from your family. Like they trying to ease around your family to have protection. You better move the fuck away from my family. Stay the fuck away from my family, bitch. Or nigga, stay the fuck far away from my family. You get no protection. None. Stay the fuck away from my family. And if you blackmail any of my family or anything like that, bitch, you just wait. There we go. Even my dog agrees. Ain't shit. Cause you motherfuckers ain't shit. You just a bunch of karmics. Spiritually and physically. Just where you going? This just keep coming up. Moving on, thank you next. You think you're gonna move on from this? Thank you next. No, you're not. I don't care how many times you did this. You fuck with the wrong bloodline. And you caught a case. They got illnesses, child services. And you got your children getting, that's the offer. You got to offer up your kids. That's the offer my ancestors making you. You got to offer up your children. You try to offer me up or you try to offer up my family. You got to offer up your kids. See how the tables turn? Now your kids is an offer. See, when divine wrath come through, divine don't give a fuck. Just like you ain't give a fuck. And I told you he used the same demon you called on to come back for you. Divine is a loving, caring person, but he has to use the devil because the devil is evil. The devil do wicked shit, so he used the devil to go out and do his shit. So he won't get his hands dirty. You know, remember when they was crucifying him and the man washed his hands? I washed my hands. I ain't going to do the crucifying. Y'all do it. Do whatever y'all want to do. And he washed his hands with the water to cleanse himself. It's the same thing Yahshua would do. Like, I'm going to cleanse my hand because I'm going to go ahead and let the devil do his work. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Child services. So now your children is an offer. Damn. Your kids is an offer. So these are people that got children and don't even give a fuck. That tells how much you gave a fuck. You got children and you was doing this. Now your children is an offer. You offering up your children now. That's cause and effect, boo-boo. That's crazy. Bankrupt. This shit is moving in silence on their ass. They don't even know it. They could be unbothered right now. Think they gonna get a boss daddy, some shit like that, man. Come on. Boss daddy, divine masculine don't want to bother with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A real divine masculine don't want you. As many times you tell this person that the divine masculine, a real ascended master, ain't gonna want you. They like almost sitting next on the throne to divine. That's how ascended they are. They sitting right next to the right side. And they see you for who you are. And they don't want you. You should be thinking about your children. They'll offer. That's crazy. I'm not gonna do nothing evil. I know, the sins of the parents fall back on the children, right? I know that. I understand that. So that's why I try to watch myself out here. I do good deeds towards people. I talk my shit. Yeah. Especially when you coming from me, I got a right to. I got a right to talk my shit back. Nobody gonna just be talking shit to me and play me as a punk, a sucker out here. You're not gonna do that. Ask anybody. They gonna tell you, she gonna talk her shit, yeah. But I'm not out here getting revenge. I'm not out here taking people out. I'm not out here doing witchcraft. I'm not out here doing none of that. I'm a caring, loving fucking person. And I can't stand it when you take advantage of, earth angels or people that's in power. I can't stand that shit. You take them through so much just because of who they are. And you don't got a right to judge them. You don't got a right to do shit. The only person that should be judging me is divine. Just like I can't judge you. But on shit like this, you can be judged. If I know for sure you're doing shit like this, and not only that, you're threatening people's families, and shit like that shit play it out. You about to get dust the fuck off, stalker. They stalking your family when they should be stalking child services. You got your priorities all fucked up. You should be stalking child services about your children. And it's a shame what I just saw too. If this person is involved in sex trafficking, human trafficking, organ harvesting, when they offer their children up, when the child service come get their kids, the child, whoever that's part of this cult is going to offer their children up to this cult member. Meaning they're never going to be able to see their children again. Grudge holder. This has been a grudge holder. That's crazy. Because some of those, I was in foster care before, so I know how it is. I had good, foster mothers. I never had like for some reason, not two parents. It was always an older lady, but they was good. They was good to us. You know what I'm saying? But the way they going down now, some of these child services, they be offering children up as sacrifices or sex trafficking, dodging bullets. Lucky I never got molested in none of these places. So we came out good. But some people, I don't know, wasting time. I just told you, dodging bullets. You trying to dodge a bullet, but you wasting time because you cop block in the spirit. You broke a spiritual law. These people broke a spiritual law inside school. Everybody got the inside scoop on this shit too. Moving on, thank you, next. That's crazy. You trying to move on, trying to waste time for your karma. It ain't no wasting time. Because you a spiritual hater. People are spiritual haters out here. They don't like your flesh, but they also don't like your aura. Like that's what they really mad at. Like the way you are as a person. Everybody's different. That's one thing they don't understand. Like everybody don't talk the same, everybody don't walk the same, everybody ain't gonna do the same thing you fucking do, and they got a right to. Like that's the way God created them. If you don't like them, it's none of your fucking business. You didn't create them, you didn't birth them. Everybody was raised different, everybody come from different countries, different lands, different cities. And if you don't like them, that sounds like a personal problem to me. Sound like you're a psychopath. You try to tell them what they need to act like, talk like, be like. And divine created them in that position or that type of way for a reason. Just because you don't like that means you ain't a perfect fit. If it's a relationship or a friendship, just move away from them. You don't have to do all this to prove a point. Like you trying to force them to be this way. I'm going to force your ass to talk like this. I'm going to force your ass. And that's the way they are. If you think it's corny or lame or whatever the fuck you think, move the fuck around. They're just not meant for your energy. I do that all the time. If I meet somebody, I don't hang with females, but if I started hanging with females, mostly older females, because that's the way I was raised, around older females. But if I don't like their energy, I'm not going to hate them. I'm not going to try to destroy their life. You need to talk because they talk a certain way or they move a certain type of way or whatever. I'm not going to attack them. That's weird. When I know everybody is different. God made everybody different. But these are the same people that be talking about God, but don't understand that God created everybody different. To walk different, to talk different. They just can't, your light irritate their demons. That's what the fuck it is. It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing got to do with the way you walk, the way you talk, anything like that. It got something to do with your light irritate their demons. Because if somebody constantly talking about your weight, your height, the way you talk, the way you move, or something like that, that's jealousy. That means they wish they could be you. That's what it really means. I really want to be you. Like, it's something about you I just don't like. Okay, well, move the fuck around. I don't care. I'm not for you as a friend or as a mate. But I'm not going to go destroy your life because I don't like the way you walk, talk, da-da-da-da. Everybody's made different. This is a psychopath. These people are psycho, man. And they about to get all the drama they wanted. And all you got to do is sit back, you know, call judgment. You already called your judgment, whatever. Too busy winning. And you just be out here too busy winning with the stalker out here. They're going to have to watch you win. Just like the story of Joseph. They're going to have to come back and beg for your forgiveness. They probably going to let them get in the way, though. People too prideful. So they'd rather stop, you know, cyberbully you and shit like that. Like weird ass shit like that. I'm going to talk about your size, your height. I love it. I never got a complaint. Never. I always was told everything on me is just right. So when you come along as a female and tell me something's wrong with me, I don't see it because I never got a fucking complaint. Everything is just right. That they don't like because everything's just right. My lips, my eyes, my nose, it fit my face, my ears, fits me, my breasts, my ass, my weight. Everything is proportioned. So when you come on here and talk about my weight and my height like I'm supposed to feel some type of way, why? I never got told anything less. Ask anybody. They're going to tell you. They'll tell you whenever when they mad, some bullshit. I guarantee you, though, they liked it. I guarantee you that. They loved it. And that's why you mad, because they loved it. Fuck out of here. Because they be bigger, thicker. They think women, a lot of men getting away from that thick shit. All that fat and shit. Fuck out of here. All them BBLs and shit, trying to make yourself bigger. And all that other fucking shit. Can't be yourself. But steady out here talking about people can't be themselves, but you out here getting BBLs. That means you don't love yourself, boo-boo. That's what I was taught. If you gotta go change up something, that means you don't love yourself. You don't like the way Divine created you. I love the way Divine created me. My skin color, every fucking thing. I love everything you fuck about me. If you gotta go get BBLs, that means you don't love yourself. Plain and simple. Fishing for comments. And I told you they be under your shit. Trying to cop block, fishing for comments and shit like that. Trying to turn people against you. Moving on, thinking that you're gonna move on from that person and think you know they're not. They're gonna stay right here. Because I don't do nothing but spruce out truth and facts. While you spruce out some fucking gossip that don't mean shit during these times. It don't mean shit. It don't mean a motherfucking thing. Even when you talk about me, it don't mean a motherfucking thing. You just sitting there wasting your time. Because any of that shit you talking about, I don't believe it. I never had a complaint. My attitude, yeah. I got to complain about that plenty of times. But anybody gonna have a motherfucking complaint when you're not letting them like dog you the fuck out? Of course. You can't get over me. You can't play me. You can't come back and forth. Any man that have a complaint about that. Same shit, different day. I'm telling you, it be the same shit, fake accounts. Coming on with fake account talking shit. Like, I give a fuck. Like, I'm not supposed to be sitting out here loving myself. I always love myself. I never had low self-esteem. I need a man to make me feel some type of way. I sleep every night alone by myself. And I love it. I don't be sitting here hugging pillows and like, oh, and masturbating and saying, I wish a man was near me. It's not that important. Not when you're on your spiritual journey. You should know you be watching me. That's what I'm saying. They know they be watching you. Spiritual hater. Coming on fake accounts, watching you, give me money. Or watching to see who give you money. They all up in their head who give you money. Why are you worried about it? Worry about that. Worry about this offer that your kid's about to be made up an offer. You're going to see how terrifying it is when you put somebody's life in danger, trying to sex traffic them and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? You're going to see the terrifying effects of that. When somebody paying your children for some money, they paying for your children making an offer. And it's a shame to say that, but this is some people's karma. You know the sins of the mother and the father comes back on the children, right? Okay. Exactly. That's why you do the right thing spiritually. You don't go out here being a dark practitioner and you got children. But we see some people don't care. You know what I'm saying? Grudge holder. And then they standing there looking at you with a grudge. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how you looking at me. You just a fucking spiritual hater grudge holder. This is some weird ass shit, man. Bad karma. They know this karma is coming, this bad karma is coming for dirt digging on you in the spiritual realms. Look at how dark they is. This dark entity attachment they got on them. They don't even realize that. They got a dark entity. Why they looking at you like that? That's the demon inside them looking at you like that. Following you on fake accounts and shit. Bad karma and legal issues. Go take care of your legal issues. That's what I'm saying. Go take care of these legal issues first with your children. Go concentrate on that shit, your legal issues. Because I'm telling you, it's about to get a whole lot bad for you. I don't have those problems. Bad karma. They about to get bad karma with legal issues. If they ain't already going through this shit, why is you worried about the next person when you should be handling? My kid, when they was younger, I know they mean everything to me. I don't know how these karmic dark practitioner feels, but maybe they just think about money and doing shit for, you know, I'm seeing somebody with a skull on a goddamn table, like, I don't know what they be doing with the skull. Like maybe they wishing death magic on people. Some people come pay them with the skull on their table. Like a dark practitioner. To try to get inside scoop on people. So maybe they be a skeleton or something. Maybe this is a skeleton and somebody unalive to somebody. That's weird. You're a weirdo. And a spiritual hater. A spiritual hater go dirt digging with you with somebody got a skull on the goddamn table reading a damn skull. And they just sitting there wasting their time because you would never get the inside scoop. That's what I'm saying. This is weird. This is weird. They paid a practitioner that have a dark entity attachment with a skeleton in the middle of the fucking table. That's a spiritual hater of yours. Looking across the table, give me the information I need about this person. I'm telling you, candles. This is a spiritual hater. Motherfucking skeleton in the middle of there, dirt digging. They was dirt digging, getting information. And whatever they heard, they started grudge on you. Whatever they heard this practitioner say, they started looking mad across the table. They was doing a reading on a damn skeleton. Gave them money. That's a power exchange too. When you give people money to get energy read on somebody else, and you're not even supposed to be getting, that's a spiritual law breaker too. You're not even supposed to be getting their energy read unless you ask for permission from their ancestors or spirit guides. You're not even supposed to do that. I told you, I don't get off of here and be dirt digging on any tarot. Even if I know they behind something, I don't go out here doing tarot cards on them. I don't do it. Dirt digging. I'm just getting Ascensions is just going to tell me that they dirt digging. Spiritual. I've just seen somebody could have been told, just move on, thank you next, wasting your time. Stop coming here, getting readings on this person, because I see that you're a spiritual hater. You don't want to see what I'm keep telling you. Like somebody did not want to see what somebody was telling, rose-colored glasses, was getting a reading. I don't know if this was a seance. I don't know what the hell this was, but this is a dark practitioner that dirt digs for people, and they wanted to get the inside scoop. But they got like a skeleton or something at this table, and look how they looking. Like, interesting. Hey, interesting. Look, with a skeleton getting a reading. with a dark practitioner. And the practitioner probably told him, look, you gave me this money. Look, you're just wasting your time. I'm telling you, just move on. Thank you, next. Thank you for your money. Thank you for your time. But move on, next. This person kept coming and give them money. And they told him eventually, like, yo, I'm going to do some type of bad karma. You need to take that money elsewhere. I know, thank you for your time, but you're wasting your time. Just move on, move around. I already told you, I already gave you the inside scoop. You're stalking this person spiritually. You dirt digging and you stalking this person. And I'm being haunted by their ancestors. They could have been told that. Like, you need to just move on. Thank you, next. Because this person started seeing they ain't shit. And whatever spiritual work they were trying to get, it was getting rejected and getting sent back. Y'all just don't learn, do you? Love on the brain. Daydreaming, fantasizing. What is they daydreaming and fantasizing about? You know, whatever they got told, maybe they was daydreaming and fantasizing about that. And the person kept telling them, please move on. Thank you for your money. Thank you for your time. But you're wasting your time. Thank you. Move around, because whatever I'm calling on for them is coming back. It's getting rejected. I'm getting bad karma. Are you going to receive bad karma for getting readings on this person's energy? You're not supposed to, especially if you're a high-ranking, high being. None of these people not supposed to be going out there getting, that's like energy harvesting. If anybody that's pulling on your energy, you can tell too, because you can feel that shit. You can feel that shit. Somebody pulling on your energy, you're going to get tarot readings on somebody or divination on somebody, or even going to pay somebody to do some divination on somebody. We can feel that shit. Marrying for money. Maybe they wanted to find out if you like to marry people for money. Wolves in sheep clothing. Bad habits. They could have seen this in this person, like they got bad habits. Maybe they go there when they on drugs, drunk. I got the money. What next? What next? And the person, look, I see the person like, look, I'm going to tell you, man, we getting bad karma. You've been seeing you getting bad karma. Just move around. Thank you, next. Don't come here no more. Thank you for your time. But I just, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to just dust this off. I got to clean my energy out. Maybe they told them to clean their energy out. I got to clean my energy out because whatever we're doing is getting rejected. They ancestors saying you ain't shit. Maybe your ancestors told you ain't shit. Maybe I see your ancestors saying, that motherfucker ain't shit. Like, you know how you get a reading, right? You get a reading and the spirit's talking to you, divination, and the ancestor said, this person ain't shit. They on drugs. Probably told them. That's why I got rejected. I mean, you going to somebody to get a reading on somebody, divination on somebody that, you on drugs. And they see that you a spiritual hater and you're not trying to see clear what the person was telling you. Like, no, just do it anyway. I hear somebody just do it anyway. What happens if we do it anyway? It'll be the same shit, different day. You gonna get rejected. Child. This is a spiritual thief with a bad reputation. I'm telling you, same shit, different day. They got a bad reputation. With this practitioner, whoever they are, it's played out. It's like, you're like, I don't know, that this is weird, an offer. They made an offer to this practitioner to pull on your energy, and if you're a high-ranking being, they're not supposed to do that. That's another reason why they was getting bad karma. That's another reason why. Cyberbully. Moving on, thank you, next. They cyberbully you, then they try to move on and thank you, next. Threatening. They probably come on your shit threaten because they clout hungry. Like, you already know who these people are. Like, yeah, threatening. They like to threaten you. This thief likes to threaten you. Like, what does that threat mean? When I know your ass getting tore up with some legal issues and you about to go bankrupt and you hooked on something, this is crazy. No facts. They don't have no facts about you. They would probably told the practitioner a lie about you to do divination on you. That's what I'm getting. They had no facts. They just went and talked shit about you, had no facts. Yeah, what's the T? Moving silence. They was moving in silence. Yeah. Shine, you're like irritated. What really happened was them and that groupie and they groupies was moving in silence because you're like irritated. Demon, I just told you that. It was not about how you look. It was not about, it could have been like how you look, how you dress, how you talk, how you walk. Like I heard a lot of people don't like, some people do like the way I walk, but how you gonna get mad about the way somebody walk? That's weird. Very weird. Remember I told you a long time ago, somebody told me they wanted to fight me because they didn't like the way I walk. Like, what the fuck can I do about that? That's my walk. That's how retarded they are. You're a fucking retard. You're just a demon hater. Wolves in sheep clothing. Light irritates your demon. So that's why, okay. What I'm picking up is when they went to this practitioner, the practitioner probably told them, like, you this and you that. You are a light barrier or some shit like that. And so what they did was basically said, nah, I'm going to move in silence on them. And I'm going to say, even though they don't have no facts, they're going to say, this person is a demon. This person is this. I'm going to just project on you what I am. You know, your light is irritating my demons. So I'm going to just, all them demons I called, is irritating the demons I called on. All them groupie demons. They got entity attachment. We're going to just move in silence on you. So they had all these, they called on all these demons, what I'm getting, which was groupie demons. That had demon attachments. You know, they sent all these demons out on you. You're like irritated, they demons. And we just going to move in silence because what I heard from this practitioner. So they got a reading on, probably on themselves, and they told them, maybe they told them about some karma, some bad karma they're going to receive. So basically, in some type of way, I can move in silence and put this demon on them where they'll go do the bad karma, even though I called on all these demons. Or the person told them that all these deities you called on for that person, you know, they're a light barrier, you know, and you move in silence on them, you're going to get bad karma for this. They're going to be hooked, these demons going to be hooked onto you, attached to you. Is there any type of way we can exchange, you know? And the practitioner probably said, why would we exchange with them? They're not the one out here doing no dark work. You are. Is there any way we can exchange this? I mean, this person went to plenty of, man, these people, this person I'm seeing, they went to different practitioners to try to exchange the demons they called on, these groupie demons, all these deities they called on, and see if they can attach these demons to you instead of to them. The person probably could have even told them, these demons are hooked onto you. I see a demon on you. And they probably switched it and moved the song and said, they see a demon on you. You got a lot of attachments. But really, in all reality, for all that divination that they did, these are all the demons that's hooked on to them. Oh, Lord. That practitioner could have legal issues and going bankrupt because they stole your energy. That's what I'm saying. Every time they did divination, they stole your, you know, energy. Thief. They actually was stealing your energy. I don't steal people energy. You know, only time I do readings is when I'm on here. When I sit in this chair. Other than that, I don't get off of here and start saying, just because I don't like somebody or I don't like their energy, you don't see me out here, let me pull cards and see what they about to do. I don't do all that. I just get uploads and that's it. And then I come on my channel and I do it on here. I do not go pay practitioners, do divination on people. I do not do witchcraft. I'm tired of mentioning that. They know that. I ain't even got to mention that no more. But point blank, at the end of the day, this person went to a lot of practitioners trying to get answers. And once that last practitioner took the money and told them, yo, you is a stalker in the spiritual realm of this person. Probably told him, you was a stalker in the spiritual realm of this person. I see you. Probably told him straight up. And all them deities you call her is attached to you. And I'm telling you, I heard this person ask, is there any type of way we can attach this demon to them? All these attachments. Like, why would we attach it to them and they're not the one out here doing this shit? You the one come out here getting readings on them And not only that, I'm getting bad karma. I'm seeing in my family, I'm even getting bad karma for fucking with you. Why would I attach these demons to them? When I'm seeing in the spirit exactly what you're doing, you're stalking their earning, you're stalking them spiritually. You stalking by doing divination. And not only that, they probably told you harvesting their energy too. I'm just seeing this lady with a skull, candles, dark place, and you seen that picture, like they was looking just like that. They drunk or high, and they paying a person, and they reading a skull. One of their people that probably passed away, you know, got a skull in the middle there with candle wax on it and all this other fucking creepy shit. Bringing a picture to them like, can you read up on the energy right here? You know. You thought I couldn't see that, huh, bitch? And I just let them go on with it because I be seeing that shit in the spirit. I just let them go on. So this is some type of Santeria practitioner, some shit like that, or I just heard that. Some type of New Orleans. I heard New Orleans, Santeria. I'm trying to get my cigar, y'all. Excuse me. Because I got to get in boss mode. Mob shit. On that mob shit right now, man. That motherfucker crazy. Who the fuck do shit like this, man? And then not only that, go around and lie. What you heard, you ain't even telling the spiritual truth about that person, that being. You know that person is a being. They probably told this person that. But what they did, twist the story, made it seem like you was a bad person and they was the light worker. Because they thought it worked. They thought these attachments was going to be on you. That's what I'm getting. The practitioner said, yeah, it worked, just to get them out their fucking face. Like, yeah, it worked. But they know this person is the one with the, you know, all these attachments. Because what they did, they're not supposed to even went in the spirit and did any type of divination on you at all. They're not supposed to got no type of reading on you. Like, that's not, I'm just seeing this shit, man, and it's creepy. Was it Waist Deep? Or what's that movie with Tyrese? When he was with that lady and she was a voodoo, you know, I don't know, it was with Tyrese though. Waist Deep, something like that, where he was trying to find out what his son was. They kidnapped his son and he was trying to find out. And he ended up with we ain't gonna say a dark witch. She just could see shit. And he got a reading and shit. And if y'all pay attention, a lot of these movies now got like tarot readers. You know, like tarot readers, they got people in there that read tarot now. If you pay attention to that shit, I've been watching a lot of movies and I'll be like, they be busting out the tarot cards and I'm like, yeah, some shit going on. But this shit crazy, man. She went and got a lot of practitioners. She didn't like what she heard from the first one. She went to another one and another one and another one. I don't want to hear that I got attachments. I don't want to hear all these demons attached to me. All these 7 demons that I called on attached to me. I heard 7. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me see if another, one told me. And they probably was hearing it all the time. Is there any way we can attach this to them? Rooted. You too deep rooted. Your ancestors, I'm trying to tell you, stable, enduring. Your ancestors too deep rooted. You like a moon goddess or a moon, high priestess, high priest. You too deep rooted. You could have a lot of ancestors really deep rooted. Like your bloodline is really deep rooted with high priestesses, high priests. You could have white witches in your bloodline that could see shit. You see the moon on top of the tree, right? I just heard that song. I heard it through the grapevine. So they did hear it through the grapevine that you deep rooted. You can see shit. And somebody just didn't want to hear it. I mean, why do you go to all these practitioners and you don't know what these practitioners be really into? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers will turn around and see your intentions and do shit on you. That's why I don't go to them. That's why I don't go to them. Them motherfuckers, they see what you trying to do against somebody else and they want to stop you in your tracks because they ain't trying to get karma for what the fuck you did. You know what I'm saying? They'll go behind the scenes and do some shit on you. And have you thinking it's that person. That person don't even know you went and got a, or they probably did tell you they're very intuitive. They would know, or something like that. They would know that you got some type of reading. They would see right through you. You went and got some reading on them. So this person probably got under the illusion, the spell that since you know, you did some roots on them or some shit like that. You're not into no root work. You're not into all that shit. And this is what's fucking them up, man. They probably went and asked. If they do root work, they do them time. Probably told them you only worship your ancestors. You deep rooted with your ancestors, and I'm always gonna stay that way. Deep rooted. No root work. I'm just deep fucking rooted. The bloodline runs through me, if you know what the fuck I mean. So when I activate my ancestors, each one of them, we just see shit. They seers, or they're high priestess or high priest. You can have high priests. You can't help your bloodline. Now, if you had dark witches or dark warlocks, you know, in your bloodstream, in your bloodline, you can't help that part. You know, but each time you ascend, you ascending to another ancestors. You can have a white witch. You can have a dark witch. You can have all these people in your bloodline that's activating every time you ascend. It's roots. That's the roots. Every time you open up your root chakra, you're activating, you know, a rooted ancestor that's deep rooted. That's why every time they sent the demon, that ancestor woke up. You know, called on a deity. Your root work. No, that was the ancestors whooping that ass. That's the last time I'm gonna say that. These people was motherfucking weird, bro. They're doing root work or trying to guess. I'm getting this person lost their spiritual gift. They're trying to get you to say exactly what you're doing or some shit like that. And the many times you say, I got my altar, I worship my ancestors, the ones that came before me, they trying to figure out everything. They trying to really ask questions because they lost their gifts. Is they doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this with that altar? Are you doing it? I ain't gotta answer shit to you. Figure it out. I ain't gotta answer you. Whatever the fuck I'm doing on my altar, that's what the fuck I'm doing. My altar ain't worried about you. That's for sure. My altar ain't got nothing to do with you. The evil works that you're doing. And my altar is protecting me. My altar ain't got shit to do with it. And to try to get me to take my altar down, it ain't gonna work. Maybe they told you, like, yeah, when she put that, I'm telling you, they told them. When she put that altar, she get them offerings, her ancestors' offering. That's making her real connected to her ancestors. And the person went back and was like, I need to try to get them to destroy that altar. Because I don't need them to get, you know, activate any more ancestors to let them know what the fuck I'm doing. Whatever. Tempted. Secrets, desires, and lure. So they got tempted because they seen your roots. Yeah, they are dark high priests. They probably seen this shit. They probably see your roots. You know, do your facial features, or this is somebody that can really see, like, who you connected to. You know, oh shit, I could beat him. I could beat him. I could beat him. Fuck that shit. They was on that shit when they get high and drunk. When they start drinking, I could beat them. I could beat them. They go do some witchcraft or some shit like that. Some root work, receptive, interested response. That liquor start responding to their ass, and they start getting receptive. And they get tempted. by them demons. I'ma do it. I'ma do it. I'm just getting some, even when whatever they asked them to do, they probably told them, I'm gonna give you this shit. You go do it yourself. And wash my hands with it. I don't even want to get involved with this shit right here, man. And, you know, don't go fucking with that person. Somebody probably told me, don't go fucking with them. I'm trying to tell you. If this is a dark practitioner and you're light and dark, and they went and got this reading, they probably told him, don't go fucking with him, man. I'll give you the shit to do, but I'm not fucking with it. They probably, if they brought him your picture, they probably seen it like, yo, this is, nope, I'm not doing it. And this person, when they get drunk and high, they start saying, fuck it. That's the attitude they get in. Fuck it. I'ma do this. Fuck it. I hear somebody say, fuck it. They up there laying up, thinking about getting mad as hell at you, and thinking. Drunk, high, popping pills, laying back like what they heard from the practitioner, they like, fuck it. I'ma do this shit. I'ma do this work. That's a motherfucking crazy motherfuckers out here. I'ma do this work. Fuck it, I'ma do it. Overflowing. Charmer, fast moving. Shit is about to start flowing in. Your manifestation abundant. Okay? Maybe that's what they told him. Shit gonna start flowing for you. You're gonna be abundant. And they was like, hell no. Exclusive rich content. Memories, flashback, exes, replay. This could have been somebody that dealt with your ex. And they having a replay. Maybe they having a replay about, maybe they be having replays when they drink or something like that. You know, about you being with this ex or something like that. Maybe they have a flashback of how this ex talked about you. You know, how you had overflow and abundance, something like that. So they came in like Eve or Adam or whatever the fuck. Took a bite of the motherfucking apples, took a bite out of crime. You know what I'm saying? They could have been told this. Memories. Or they could have went and asked about the memories of you and your ex. Why? If you're not, like I said, star seeds, 2 star seeds. They probably found out y'all two was 2 star seeds that's supposed to be together, and the bitch or the nigga got mad. And they was like, well, I'm going to take it out on you. You're not going to be together. They probably was like, you ain't going to be there. That's my star seed. This person ain't even a star seed. They're a devil. All this person would do is attach demons to this person. They're not even a star seed. They're a demon. Because who go hire practitioners and shit? I wouldn't think about that. I ain't never think about that. It's something about a jar. Remember I just told you they did the bottle shit? Freezer jar magic. They try to freeze your life. After they told them you're going to be abundant. I'm going to freeze that. Can I freeze that? They probably went and asked them, and they probably told them do it yourself. But they still going to have overflow and abundance. I mean, the fuck? How you going to freeze a divine being? Child, I'm going to just sit here and rest for a minute. I got to think about this shit. These motherfuckers already told me you was deep-rooted with your ancestors. And they wanted to be a snake, basically, and be receptive. You know, think about it, get drunk, get high. After they was told you're going to have overflow and abundance. And it's something about your ex. Like, maybe they connected to your ex or something like that. And maybe y'all supposed to be together or something. And this person got angry. It's like, I'm going to do a freezer jar spell on them, on their life. And the practitioners probably told, okay, well, they're going to have it anyway. And I just get this person is trying so hard. Even with these deity attachments, like people can see the demons on them. And they still not getting. And then on top of here is divine union. This is your divine other counterpart. Maybe they want it for themselves, a boss daddy or a boss chick. Soulmates. See what I'm saying? Hopeful. Possibility longing. So that's soulmates. And then we got rooted. These are your ancestors. You deep rooted with your ancestors. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not taking my altar down. No, it's nobody on there. Ain't nothing on there but some water, rum, tobacco, and flowers. Since you want to know so bad, and a candle. Commitment, marriage. Okay? They got an obsession with this, you getting married one day. So they want to cause some type of confusion about who your soulmate is. I told you. They want you to have cloudy judgment, and they doing this secretly. I told you. They want to stress you out while you healing. And that's another reason why you getting fucking karma. You don't stress nobody out while they healing. Like they doing divine purpose and you're stressing them out. You don't do that shit. Give me something for rooted. That's crazy, man. Give me something for rooted. Trapped. Stuck, tied down, captive. Stable, enduring. They want you trapped. Like away from your, whoever you deep rooted with. I told you they went and asked, is there some type of way I can trap them, get them away from their ancestors? Tell them to take their altar down. Because that's how they connected or something shit like that. They probably could have told them that, but that's not how you, they ain't the only reason why you connected. You've been connected even without your altar. That's what I'm saying. Tempted. So they got tempted, secrets, desires to learn. They try to learn secrets about you, your altar, and they try to get information about what you got on your altar. Chemistry. Tempted. They know about this attraction, spark, passion. Okay? That's weird. Trying to get information because they lost the gifts. I'm telling you. They spirits, them demons, the only thing they got attacked, that if they were talking about Jesus or divine, they abandon their ass. Even these demons abandon their ass. About to abandon their ass. Whereas though your ancestors, which is the rapture, they want to call it the rapture, about to jump in other people's body and take this person out. Receptive, interested, respond. This is the only time they receptive and respond. Okay? Is when, oh, okay, that's a glass of water on your altar. Your ancestor responds to you. If I go to my glass of water and I say, I want this to be the fuck over. I'm tired of the bitch or the nigga all up in my business, number one, or I'm tired of motherfucker doing spiritual work on me. I'm fucking tired of this shit. They're going to be receptive. They're going to go to work. That's why they don't want you to have it. Open, getting together, willing to trust again. You trust your ancestors before this bitch or this nigga. I'm gonna go to my glass of water or my rum. And I'm going to ask them, like, I'm tired of this bitch or this nigga keep getting readings on me, keep draining my energy, pulling on my energy, getting divination work. I'm tired. That's all I gotta do is go to the altar. That's all I gotta do. I ain't gotta do shit else. Receptive. They see that your ancestors is returning. I just said they're returning. They're receptive to you. Boundaries. They set boundaries in the spiritual realm. No, drawing the line. Enough is enough. I just said when I go to my water, my glass of water, my ancestors is receptive to me. When I say enough is the fucking enough, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? They return the sender. Just like that. That's what I'm saying. This is somebody that lost their spiritual gifts trying to find out what you actually got on your altar. Whatever I fucking want to put on there. I don't care if I put a fucking bottle of lotion on a bitch. It ain't none of your fucking concern. My altar ain't got nothing to do with it. Nobody out here. I just know when I get tired of your ass, I know I will go to that water. Overflowing, charmer, fast moving. That's what I'm saying. That glass of water, they fast moving with that shit. Because it's a portal to open the portals between, earth and, spiritual. It's a portal. That's why I be telling y'all to put a glass of water. And you better be careful how you talk around that glass of water because that's a portal open in the spiritual realms. Every time you do ascension, it's a different realm. So when you got a glass of water and you're ascending, you're opening different realms to ancestors, and they can hear everything they can hear you know, but it's really like a veil when you got that water. They can hear everything. Leaving time for overflowing, lusting, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy, overflowing. Like I said, you ain't getting wet for these motherfuckers out here. Unless it's for you, your soulmate, intuition. You using your intuition about these people getting bad karma and sitting up here lusting after you. The person could have been lusting after you too. That's weird too. They could have been lusting after you too, man or woman. It don't matter. Ew. No, thank you. Abundant. It's effusive, rich content. Sorrow. They want you in sorrow for this, grief and depression over this. Abundant. They rather you be in a lustful sorrow energy. Why? Memories. Divine masculine. They went and asked. They probably put your divine masculine in the jar or freeze a spell to have them distracted, running, so they can run away from you. Better off. To think that they better off and got a clear headspace. Shocking. So they can abandon you and have an emotional storm going on. Time. It's only a matter of time though. Single, lonely, solitary. They want y'all apart. That's what I'm trying to say. It's only a matter of time. Time after time. If you look, you will find me. Time after. I don't know what part they don't understand about divine meaning. You can't trap nobody. It might work for a little bit, but after a while, you gonna have other things to worry about. Well, you ain't gonna be worried about this shit. It's like I said, you can be worried about them child services. The things that people need to be concentrating on, they're not concentrating on. They concentrate on you and your partner and who you gonna be with and your money, and they don't have nothing to do with you. I don't understand that shit. The traps that you set in and all this other weird ass shit you doing out this motherfucker. Like, what is wrong with these people? The shit they supposed to be. If I was in child service, I'm concentrating on my children first. Fuck all the rest. I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna do what the fuck I need to do. I'm gonna stop the drinking. I'm gonna stop the pills. That's how important your children are to you. I'm not worried about nobody else's business. Crows talking again. I know that's right. So I read up yesterday, if it's a bunch of crows, what do it mean, right? They talking. I'm trying to tell you, they talking like, you right on point. That's the souls of the dead talking. That's your ancestors. Ravens, crows. I can't tell the difference between a raven and a crow. I think they bigger. Somebody must be bigger. Here we go. As talented mimics, crows can learn and copy more than 100 different sounds, including human speech, calls of other birds and animals, and even mechanical noises such as vehicles and alarms, right? Crows are several distinct calls to communicate between family members, mated pairs, and other crows from the same group. Now let's get the spiritual meaning. So that could be an ancestor talking. Other people see crows. Oh my God. Spiritual crows symbolize intelligence, change, transformation, and wisdom. Okay. They're often seen as messengers from the spiritual world or called to embrace change and use inner intuition. Depending on the cultural context, crows can also represent community, loyalty, or be seen as a symbol of fate or magic. Okay. Change and transformation. Crows are frequently associated with shifts in your life, encouraging you to let go old patterns, embrace new beginnings. Wisdom and intelligence. There's known cleverness and the problem-solving skills linked up to wisdom, intuition, and using intellect to navigate challenges. Messengers. In many cultures, crows are viewed as spiritual messengers connecting the earthly realm to the spiritual world. adaptability to communicate, magic, and mystical. Their association with darkness and night, as well as a connection to deities like Odin and the Moravian, ties them to magic and ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Let's see if we can see a crow on here. Okay. The writing. There's a crow. There's a crow right there. There's a crow right there. There's a crow right there. There's a crow. Yeah. Linked to ancient wisdom. There's a crow. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. There's a crow. Right there. There's the crow. It's connected to ancient wisdom. Now, ain't that the shit I'm on? So, spiritual guidance. Some believe a crow is a sign from a spiritual guide, a deity, or a message from a deceased loved one, encouraging you to listen to your inner voice. And I just had a deceased loved one due to this dark witch right here. So, bitch. They coming through with these messages, ho. Every time I'm on here, you hear them crows, right? Talking, right? Loud as fuck. And they still over there talking. I heard days in a row. Some people are like, oh my God, that's an omen. No, that's ancient wisdom. They dealt with crows too. That's why you go watch the movie The Crow. You see how he came back to get his revenge. He used a crow. Okay. Secret desires. Vulnerable talk reveal. So you reveal a lot right now. You're talking about the gates, unlocking the gates. Okay. Mystery, passage, courage. So you open up gates every time you talk. To the spiritual realms. Whether light or dark. Between the lines, expose, divulge, create. And that's what you're doing. You're looking between the lines, between the spiritual world and the physical world realm. Them gates is opening. I told you the veil is fucking thin. That veil, a lot of people is about to open these veils and they're going to read between the lines about a lot of shit. Like, if you think you're fooling people, you're not. You're not fooling no fucking body. You definitely ain't fooling me. And you know I see. You definitely ain't fooling me. I told you a long time ago, I talked to crows. I have a whole conversation with crows. The omen. And people will look at you like you're crazy. If you seen somebody, I told y'all before, let me show y'all something. Because I told y'all before, you know crows can talk, right? All right. They talk like humans. There's a bunch of them talking. Bunch of souls. Want answers. And we're going to do the spiritual box read anyway. I'm gonna let you hear this shit.
Say hello. Hey, hello. 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 Were you stuck in the basement because it's so much snow, huh? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Pretty cold, buddy. How are you? How are you? I'm cold. Are you happy to be up? Are you happy to be up? I know, right? A lot of No, I know. I know. I know, right? Hey, I know, right?
You see that shit? Talk just like humans. It would be like you having a whole conversation with a human if you ever talk to a crow. That's if you can get them to trust you enough. Anyways, y'all. Order in the court. Love you.